Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to Setting the Record Straight podcast. We ain't get to do it yesterday. I'm saying? I was a little sick. I was out of commission. I'm saying? But we back. We back today, Monday. So, your guest Vic Slang
Kai.
and Kai. I'm saying? Brooklyn Kai in the house. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, today's topic is 10 reasons why a woman might ghost a guy. Now, if you've been following my channel, then if you've been following my channel, then I made a video about the 10 reasons why a guy might ghost a girl. So I also was gonna do the 10 reasons why a girl might ghost a guy, what I'm saying, from like a male perspective. But I was just like, this is something that maybe Ka could like, put us on a little bit more because she's a woman. So I figured, it could be like a little continuation for the people that didn't see my 10 reasons why a guy might ghost a girl. We're gonna touch upon those things briefly. Okay, peace. So yeah, Kai, walk us through it.
I got you. All right. So there's a lot of reasons why women ghost men, and I try not to be too specific because I know that my standards are a little different than majority of women. But I think the first thing for me was and these are not in any like particular order, but people that are like very aggressive or very demanding or like very clingy, right? So I may see a guy outside, whatever, I might be at a bar, do my ask for my number, I give him my number, he'll text me, right? He'll text me, like, hello, what you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I respond back to them. But they'll just like, they'll call you, they'll start calling you, or they'll start texting you a lot, or they'll start giving you an attitude if you don't respond to them in like a timely fashion. Like those type of dudes, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we didn't even really get a chance to meet each other yet for you to like feel like you have that entitlement. You know what I'm saying? To where you could question me and what I'm doing. Like I have a life. Like I don't sit on my phone all day. You know what I'm saying? So that's something for me that's like a huge turn off. People, men that are too clingy, too aggressive, too eager. Um, another thing is personal issues, right? Like it could just be very simple as such as like, it has nothing to do with you. She's just not interested in you, right? So she may have people have lives outside of relationships. Like relationships are not the only thing that you should at least care about. You know what I'm saying? Like people have families, like people have jobs, people have different things that go on in their life, and that may be another reason why like somebody will like ghost you or not pay you attention. Another reason is if somebody's boring, right? If you're boring, if you don't know how to engage in a conversation, yeah, like you're just boring. Like you just can't have sit across from the table. We can't talk about nothing. You have no substance. That's another reason, personally, for me, why I might go somebody. Um, Another reason I feel like a lot of men lead with money, right? So you lead with hey, blah blah blah, like let me pay for this, or what size sneakers you wear, like I'm gonna get you these, or like stuff like that, right? Like you lead with money, so therefore that's the only thing that I'm gonna look for you for, right? You lead with money, that's so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't give me a chance to know who you really are, because everything about you is just being flashy. You want to wear flashy stuff, you want to drive a flashy car, you want to go to all the big name brand places. You're just materialistic, so you're just a souvenir, kind of like. I don't even look at you as a person anymore, because you're just so engrossed in looking the image, looking the part. And for some women, right, that may be attractive. For some women, they may be into that, right? But personally, for me, that's not something that I'm really interested in. Um, Another thing, kind of goes hand. No, it doesn't go hand in hand, but it could, right? So bad hygiene, right, which it should be number one, right? But I don't even think we're gonna get too deep into all these other things if you got bad hygiene, right? Majority of the time, I don't know about other people, but I meet people in person. So,
It's all right if you like the funky ones. It's all right.
nah, chill. Nah. But anyways, yeah, you might have like bad hygiene, your teeth may be a little, or you might smell a little, you just look funky, you look dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even get that far. Right? If you look unappealing to me or not, you're not getting my number, you're not getting next to me, I'm probably just gonna walk away from you. You know what I'm saying? But also a part of that kind of puts, two and two together is bad sex, right? Now, some women, may not be something that is not an issue for them, right?
What is bad sex?
I mean, or it's exactly subjective, right? Like it's all dependent on upon that person. But I'm just gonna equate bad sex to having sex without reaching orgasm, right? And that again, like I said, for majority of women, that might be very common, right? A lot of women can't bring themselves to one, so I could see why they'll settle for a man that can't, right? But personally, that's something that I'm not compromising on. Yes, there preferences. People have preferences. There's times to have conversations about, oh, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. But it's just certain basics that at this very grown age, I am not teaching anybody. Um, Another reason, right? Like as women, right? Majority of women, we desire, it's not necessarily a relationship, but we desire a secure emotional attachment, right? So what I mean by that is we need to have some type of direction, we need to have some type of intention, right? So usually when you meet a person, you're not sure where you want to go with this person. You're not sure what the end result is, but you're interested in them, right? And it kind of gets into that gray area of, the situationship. So then a woman might catch more feelings, for you. She might want more from you, and you're not necessarily answering those questions. You're not necessarily giving her that. So in order, I guess, to save herself the heartache, or to take whatever time you're taking from her to give to another dude, she'll ghost you, or she'll start pulling back and separating herself from you. I think that's another reason why women ghost men. um Another reason, I think, and I feel like I keep going and going and going, but it's whatever. Another reason I think why women ghost men is because,
They say I like the video, man.
men have a tendency, not men, people have a tendency of losing appreciation for what they have, right? So when they
Mm.
do first meet you, right, he's all over you, he's texting you, he's calling you, y'all talking for mad long, senator, blah, blah. And then, he kind of gets used to you, kind of doesn't appreciate you as much, your time as much, you know what I'm saying? So now y'all go to talking from once a day to once a week. You know what I'm saying? You go from seeing him 3 times a week to maybe seeing him once, maybe twice a month. You know what I'm saying? Then then the conversations of, oh, I'm busy, right? Or, oh, I just don't have time, right? And we all know that people make time for what they want to make time
But
for.
sometimes people run out of shit to say, man. Sometimes you like, that's why I feel like also another thing I feel like is like when people talk too much, I feel like sometimes people be talking too much. Like sometimes people spend too much time around each other. They talk too much. They do a whole bunch of shit in the first month or two. And then it's like after that, it's just like, okay, because you were just so possessive. You was like people get what I'm saying? They get into these modes, right? I don't know if they be lonely or they just I don't know, like they get into situations and they just like be smothering each other. And
Right,
then it's like they smother each other for like the first 2 3 months. And then after that, you're like, damn, I know like everything about this person.
right,
Or you're just like, I just did mad stuff with this person. I was constantly around this person. And then now you sitting here and you like sometimes people, how can I put it? Like not just that they just smother each other, but then they also I feel like the depth. Some people don't have a lot of depth,
mm,
right? So then it's just like, okay, now you like expecting something new. You're expecting to be taught something different, and then it's just like, but you already like kind of like smothered this person, right? Like it's like going to the same restaurant. Like think about you having your favorite food for a month or 2 months straight. You know what I'm saying? Now you're just like
you get bored.
you be like this. I really do like fried rice,
Right,
but it's like, damn, I don't have fried rice for 2 months. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like after a while, it just don't even taste the same. And I'm just using that as an example of just going to like your
I,
favorite food
that,
place.
yeah, that's facts. And I think time is definitely necessary, right, to spend away from, your partner, whoever you might be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It's it's healthy to miss somebody, right? It's healthy to separate, part ways, do your thing, blah blah blah, boom boom. But I'm specifically talking about something different. I'm talking about the people who, again, right? So they may make efforts to see you repeatedly, and then that just disappears like overnight, right? And then we have these conversations of, oh, I'm busy, I'm this, I'm that, blah blah blah, which is like bullshit,
They,
right?
they got the buns already.
It could be that too, right? Absolutely. But I think that's another reason why women might ghost a man, right? Because he has no efforts of contacting you or seeing you ever again. But every time you reach out, it's the I'm busy or I don't have time or boom, boom, boom. When, last week, you told him he was running you down. You know what I'm saying? So, like it'd be stuff like that.
I,
Um,
I be saying this thing like in mine. I said something about like like sometimes a woman might think you ghosting her and you really not, and you really like doing something or you busy. And I feel like I got this thing where it's like if you think I'm ghosting you, well, she don't taste the same. Like if you feel like I'm ghosting you, but I'm really not, and I might just be going through something, then I'm really gonna ghost you. I feel like I got like that, I don't know. I don't know if it's an ego thing. I don't know. Like I just feel like, damn, like you ain't even care to ask me. Like if I was going through something, is everything okay? You just on some like made it about you, like on some like, oh, like what you doing? Like you ain't text me in a while, or like you ghosting me, or you doing this and I feel like when people leave with that like selfishness, like on some like just think about them, like I'll be like, all right, I'm out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll really ghost you then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just throwing that out there because sometimes people do that.
Right. No, that definitely makes sense. Yeah, that's a turn off too. But that could also go into in the beginning what I said, like being like too clingy, right? And having that sense of entitlement to another person. Um, but that kind of goes into next what I'm gonna say with the too busy stuff. Inconsistent with their efforts. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Um, don't and this is a saying I'm sure many people have, seen on social media, but I definitely agree with it. Don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't maintain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Don't, when we first start interacting with each other, you're one way with me, you interact one way with me, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden it's just different. You know what I mean? Like I don't even really, I feel like that's not a great explanation, but it's just, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't maintain. Don't present yourself to be something that you're really not. Don't tell me that you're interested in anthropology, right? And you have no interest in that. And you just told me you're interested in that because you're interested in me, right? Don't tell me certain things that are not true. That's another reason why, I will ghost you. If you're inconsistent with your efforts, if you're inconsistent with the things that you say, like that's just a turn off for me because you don't have no morals, you don't have no code, and you don't really know who you are. Um, Another reason, right? And this is my favorite one. Personally, it is. They for the streets.
For the street, for the streets.
Now, ladies, listen, I'm being very specific. Well, I know your audience is mostly men, right? And so, this is very funny. It's a little funny saying everybody says right now, boom, boom, right? But me personally, like as a woman, this is weird, whatever. I am very aware, right, of the type of men or the type of women, not men, the type of women that my partner,
Somebody put the highways.
yeah, the type of person, the type of women, the caliber of women that my partner or the person who I'm interested in has dated, right? And they don't have to be like IG models or whatever the stereotypical baddies are, right? I don't mean it in that type of way. I want to see if the women that you've interacted with in the past, what do they look like, right? Like, do they have good hygiene, right? Like, are they attractive, right? Do they have something going on for themselves? You know what I'm
No
saying?
Wendy Williams. You heard? No Wendy Williams.
Yeah, like if
I
you
don't know, cause you like Met the Man, and Met the Man slept with Wendy Williams. I don't know.
I don't know what you talking about with method
I,
man. I don't know
I
what.
don't know.
Anyways,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
any
That's crazy. That's crazy right there.
anyways, like I was saying, I feel like yeah, like it's when it's a dude and he done slept with no disrespect, but half the hood. You know what I'm saying? A little hood, little chicks that be running around, just girls that are just they just not it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about when I say just not it. That's a turn off for me. Yeah, has no value.
They be having the Mitch Mac socks on, different
Just
colors.
just bum chicks. You know what I'm saying? Just a little hood hoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say what it is, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying that to me, I'm not interested in that
Yo,
personally.
with the little ponytails with mad gel.
Yeah. Anyways, you would.
Yeah,
But anyways, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, they be with the mad gel on the edges. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But if that's what you was taking down, that's what you was taking down. You know what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
I'm not interested in that. Um.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said thoughts on whatever Quavo and his girl. I don't
We
know if you. I don't think you want to get into that. I
now
just
we could
entered the
get it
line.
briefly.
Oh.
Um. I had to stand actually. Yeah, about how I feel like everybody's making jokes, like about everything that's going on and boom, boom, boom. And I know there's celebrities, so I know usually people just comment on what celebrities are doing. I don't know Quavo. I don't know Sweetie. Never met them. I have no interest in meeting them. I'm not interested in either of their music. I don't know. I'm not fans of them. I don't know, but I do know who they are, right? And I just feel like sometimes like I've just gotten to a point like in my life where like I don't take there's nothing funny about people breaking up. There's nothing funny about I don't know, there's rumors of infidelity. I don't know how true it is. Like I said, I'm not there. I don't know the situation. There's nothing funny about heartbreak. There's nothing funny about infidelity. There's nothing funny about people who, you know what I'm saying, who break up. I don't find joy in that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't sort of jokes is cool, but I don't really have nothing to say. It's besides that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, it's very weird to me how people seem to like celebrate when people like break up, when people go through like tough situations. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just mad.
Yeah. Somebody say you like jazz and poetry. She
Yeah,
like she on her Erica Badu, right? On her Erica Badu shit. She goes to Bianca. Nah, but somebody said this. Somebody said they said they just entered a lie, but they said women create stalkers by ghosting men with no explanations instead of being blunt and stating that they're not interested no more.
that's very true, and that's crazy because I had like written, down something about that. Like just even us having this conversation about ghosting, right? Like bottom line, ghosting is a sign of emotional immaturity, right? Because at the end of the day, and when I say ghosting, I literally mean we're talking one day, the next day you disappear. Right. And I'm not above that. I've definitely done that. So I'm not going to talk crazy. But
You
it is
was on your immature shit. You was in your immature shit.
I think it's a sign.
Look,
I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I ghosted the person who I ghosted, I only ghosted one person in my life. The reason why I ghosted the person I ghosted is because I no longer had any respect for them. I
mm,
want to have a conversation with this person. I knew that if I approached this person with the information that I had, I was only going to be lied to, like how I was lied to before. So there's no reason for us to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I have no interest in you. I don't wish to speak to you or see you or know of anything that's involved with you. So
yeah.
reason of ghosting a person. So I was just gonna say, bottom line, ghosting is a sign of emotional immaturity. It shows that that person has no respect for you. And at the end of the day, if you are not interested in that person, then you need to be real and you need to say that, right? And I think a lot of times people ghost people because they're afraid of confrontation. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that awkward conversation where the person is trying to figure things out and ask you questions and maybe beg or ask for you to continue talking to them, right?
Yeah,
So
somebody said that. Sometimes you don't want confrontation. I think I think one thing I dislike, and I think a lot of guys dislike this too. Yo, make sure y'all like the video if y'all just tuning in, man. You know what I'm saying? Let YouTube circulate this. So one of the things that I dislike is like I think that a lot of times women give out the information, and I think me and you was talking about this, right? And I'm saying like, and I get it. There's a lot of dudes who can't handle rejection. There's a lot of guys who like they can't hear no. Like they start disrespecting women. They start saying like, "Oh, you be and this and that," and they be wilding, right? So I get sometimes why women will give out the information when they don't really want to give out the information. I get it, but and I want to say, but and what I would also add is that like a lot of times because I notice I would tell women, like let's say if I ask for a woman information, or sister's information, like I might be like, look, like I get it, like I know shit is crazy out here. So like, yo, if you don't want to give me your info, that's cool. Like you feel me? Like you ain't gotta give me your info. Like you don't gotta feel like damn, this dude might be crazy if I say no. So I tell people like, if you don't want to give me your info, it's cool. And I feel like if you still give me your info, what I'm saying, and then you just unresponsive or you just didn't want to, like I just feel like it's like, but then again, I don't know, it could be other things, right? It could be that like maybe they thought I was, they want to look at, sometimes girls want to look at your Instagram, they want to see how you dress. They want to see like if you got anything that represents money, right? Like they might see you today and then it's like, so they might want to see, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in a woman's head, but like I feel like sometimes a sister might just go on your IG, what he posted on his IG, what he wearing, what, you know what I'm saying? Seeing what you're doing, and then they might just be like, I'm not talking to this dude. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, yeah, I think it's annoying when like our sister give out her info. It's like, yo, you don't even you don't want to talk to this dude, right? So it's like you still give out the info, and it could be because you had a bad experience. But if I feel like if you had that conversation, or if you feel like I didn't really have to give this dude my info, like it's like why give out your info, and then like, you know what I'm saying, like you're not even responding. Like for me, like that shit is kind of like annoying.
right. Word. Nah, definitely. I agree with you on that. And I definitely feel like, yeah, a lot of times, like, I often, my friend asked me this one time before, but she was like, which one would you rather give out, your number or your Instagram, right? Me personally, I know this sounds crazy, but I'd rather give my number out. The reason why I'd rather give my number out is because I could block you, literally.
Yeah.
Text me, I could block your number. Instagram is different because now you have my Instagram. So you could make another profile, which people do, and track me on there. You know what I'm saying? I could be on Instagram and I could post myself somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You could pop up. That's happened. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like sometimes, as crazy as it sounds, I feel like Instagram is like more personal than a cell phone number. You know what I'm saying? Because Instagram
Yeah.
provides you more details. Like, you may be able to see where I live. Via, I might go live one day, and this could be a month later. I may not even remember who you are. You know what I'm saying? You could pop up.
Yeah, I
So
knew this girl. It's funny because I knew this girl that used to post some pictures, and then like from her balcony, like I could see literally like where she lived. Like you feel me?
right,
Because I know the neighborhood. Like, and I was like, yo, like I told her like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like you better change that picture. Like you know what I'm saying? Because it might be some creeps here. Like I was like, I know where that building is at. Like based on like the background picture. And then she was like, yeah, word. Somebody else told me that too. Like I was like, yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes is creeps. You feel me?
yeah.
Word.
Yeah, so that's another thing or whatever. Um, Another reason why I will go somebody is if they have like no drive or ambition, right? If you ask them what they want to do in the future, you know what I'm saying, or what they're working towards, and they don't really have no answer for you. If they want to hang out on the block all day with their bros, you know what I'm saying? If they just worried about a come up, you know what I'm saying? If they just don't have a plan, right? If you ask them where you see yourself in 5 years and they can't answer that question, that's another turn on for me personally. Um, just as a woman. So far, those are my reasons, um,
Yeah,
why.
if y'all ain't check my video on the 10 reasons why I might, well, I ain't say me, but 10 reasons why a guy might ghost a girl, go check that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like I cover some of the things that Kai even spoke about. Yo, they going crazy in the comments. Look, man,
Y'all
I'm
wild.
look, look, me and Kai is not together, man. You know what I'm saying? We just vibe on some intellectual shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like, you feel me? But what I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, because I mentioned some of the similar things. I mentioned like no ambition. I mentioned um I mentioned like yeah, like no ambition. I mentioned hygiene, like you know what I'm saying? People be having bad why you laughing?
That's funny.
I mentioned bad hygiene, you know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about the stink kitty, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody be talking about the stink kitty. You know what I'm saying? Vic, make her your second wife. Yo, y'all wild. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. The second wife. I ain't even got one wife. Y'all better stop playing. Nah, but you know what I'm saying? Yo, finding a wife, man, it's hard these days, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The morality is down. You know, like people showing less and less. They doing more and more. Like I don't know, man. I feel like when Drake, you know, when Drake said, I fear I'm gonna end up with somebody that's been with everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be feeling sometimes, man. I'll be like, 'cause I don't know what's going on out here, man. Let me see shit crazy, man. Nah, but like and you know what? That's another episode we gonna talk about too. We're gonna talk about like at what point it's like what I'm saying you unredeemable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause guys got their little I was talking to my mans about this and we were just talking about like like I was asking my mans will he be okay with somebody that had like 50 bodies. He said yeah, but I think he was fronting. You know what I'm saying? I think he was fronting. And I think a lot of times dudes expect a woman to not have a lot of sexual encounters or multiple men, right? And then it's like, but they will have way a whole bunch of encounters with women, right? So it's like, it's them double standards or whatever. So I don't know. They keep saying you would look good in a hijab. She probably would, right? She probably would.
So let's stay focused, y'all. Come on, like.
Nah, but yeah, I definitely mentioned hygiene. I mentioned no ambition, right? Like it's some women who like don't have no ambition, right? Like it's just like they be like, I'm gonna get pregnant and I'm gonna collect these government checks, and that's that. And it might be a reason. I'm not here to talk trash about those women or whatever their circumstance, because all of these circumstances be different. But I just feel like there be some women and they just don't have no drive. Like I don't know if their drive died. I don't know what killed it. I
Right.
don't know, right? I don't know, but I feel like people be defeated a lot of times. Like it's not that I don't think people wake up and be like, I don't want to be shit. Like I think that people just get defeated, right? They get deflated. We don't know how long people have been fighting for,
People get
and then
burnt
some and
real.
some people get defeated quicker than others, right? Like, and that's why some of us are resilient and some of us are not,
Hmm.
right? It's the difference, right? So I just think that yeah, but drive is definitely something you know got to be with somebody like the video we was watching that you shared with me. We was talking about the dude asked Shorty, do you want to be rich or do
Oh,
you or you want to be comfortable or some shit like
rich or poor. That was
oh
somebody.
yeah,
She said she'd rather be poor in a relationship, happy.
yeah,
Um, he wanted to be rich, and he basically gave her 2 weeks notice and was like, "Yo, I'm giving you 2 weeks notice to pack your shit and get out my house." Basically, I got love for you, blah blah blah, but we just in two different paths. Um, and I think I posted something too. Like I posted something today about a lot of times your partner or a person that you're talking to, they'll be kind of in that space where they're like, oh, I want to be around you. I want to be next to you. I want to be with you all the time. And it's like, yo, like, shorty, like, yo, I'm grinding. Like, I got stuff to do. Like, that's also a thing. Like, if a dude has time to be on the phone with you for hours on hours on hours on hours on hours on hours, that's not a good sign. Anybody that has time to sit on the phone with you for hours repeatedly, every now and then, okay, cool. But that's also not good too. Because what are you doing, right? If you don't got a job, you don't got errands to run. You know what I'm saying? You don't got anything to do productive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
yeah.
like.
Somebody put what's the biggest reason for a girl saying yes to a date but then ghosting after?
Hmm. Um, I think it's depending on if you asked her for this date in person. It might be a safety thing, right? It may be that she was afraid to basically tell you no. Or she might have thought about, yeah, I might go on this date with them. But then she thought about it and she probably was like, no. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think a lot of times, like sometimes it has nothing to do with you. Sometimes it has nothing to do with you and it's just about that other person. And I feel like when you start to think about situations from that perspective, you know what I'm saying? You'll start to realize that. And at the end of the day, y'all all have to value yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that ghosts you, essentially they don't do you really want to be with a person like that? A person who is capable of just talking to you one day, next day not talking to you and not giving you any peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Do you really want to build with somebody like that? Do you really want to marry somebody like that? Do you want to engage with somebody like that?
Another
Because
thing I dislike, another thing I dislike is like again, a woman give you her info, she knows she's not interested, and then she like he should have got the signs. Like I'm like, yo, if you knew you didn't want to talk to me, why are you giving me? And I, again, like I said, I get the whole little thing, but like I don't think like that's the same situation in every scenario. You feel me? Like I don't think in every scenario she probably felt like she was in danger or this
right.
dude was going wild out. So I feel like yeah,
No,
like
sometimes it has nothing to do with you. It could just be with her. But I'm saying, like, even if, right, a person who is like that, say you talking to a girl, right? Y'all talk for a week on blah 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 blah. She disappears. She don't talk to you for 5 days. Then she comes back. Then y'all talk, boom, 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 da da da. She disappears. Do you really want to engage with a person that continuously does that? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it may. A lot of times I get it, right? Ghosting somebody leaves them unanswered. Sometimes, it makes you think. Sometimes it brings up a lot of insecurities that you have within yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I want people to take a step back from that. And we're specifically talking about ghosting and realize that you shouldn't even want to be with a person like that in the first place. That person did you a favor. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who can ghost you, and when I say ghost you, meaning that they leave you, they don't have no conversation with you about nothing, they just disappear from your life, on to the next. You know what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
be saying the same thing too. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like some dudes make it a big deal. I just think it's a little annoying. Like,
Right.
like it's just like annoying, like you whatever. I mean, and a lot of times some people be having their own shit, like you said, right? Like people be having their own issues. They have their own insecurities, they have their own whatever going on. Like, like again, we don't know what people be going through. People be holding a lot, especially in New York City. New York City is like ranked number one with stress and all type of stuff. Somebody kept mentioning anxiety. So somebody also said we need to make a video on sexual harassment. No wonder she don't want to give out her IG. you know, um, but that's real shit too. Like I feel like some dudes be going a little too hard. Like, and I think like And I think a lot of us have friends, guys have friends who we see our man's doing a little rapey shit or like going a little too hard, and we just don't check him. We just don't correct him. We just don't step in when we need to step in. Like, and I think like even if you don't move like that, like for you to just sit there and let your friend do that and move like that, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Word.
you know what I'm saying? It's just like if your man a snitch, if your man is snitch and you chilling with him, people gonna look at you funny. Like,
Right.
I mean, I don't know about this new generation because they don't be caring. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it just looks funny. You look funny, bro. It's the same way, like if your man's out here harassing women, if your man's out here doing like funny shit, like, and you're not saying that, you look funny too, bro. And I think like we need to be correcting some of the shit. At least our friends, we need to be correcting.
Word. Nah, I definitely yeah, I definitely agree with you. I feel like also your friends too could be. I mean, I never ghosted nobody because of their friends, but that's something that I reflect on. Right, I reflect on the people that you have that you surround yourself with. Right, the type of people that you hang out with. And don't get me wrong, right? Because like there's different types of friends. You know what I'm saying? I have different type of friends. You know what I'm saying? I have,
Somebody put Vic on Ghost Kai. She keep dubbing him.
anyways.
I be ghosting people too. So I'm saying, I don't play, man. I don't play.
Anyways, yeah, like I have girls that I hang out with, right? I have girls that I hang out with. We go out for drinks. We have fun because they fun. They know how to have fun, right? And then I have people who I've went to school with. You know what I'm saying? Who are
You know what
interested.
that mean when they say girls just want to have fun?
Listen, hoes are fun. You know what I'm saying? Another conversation. Anyways, yeah, I have friends. You know what I'm saying? I could sit and talk to about political things, and I just run in. I'm the type of person where I could run in different circles. I have many different friends depending on what I'm trying to get into. But if that's something that's common, if you're dealing with a girl and all her friends is hood rats and birds, and they just
Damn, her ass. Damn.
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Reflective of who she is as a person and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? If all the dude has around him is gangbangers and hood rats,
Cool, cool. Since you bringing that up, all right. Because I feel like we keep hearing this thing, like we be hearing, yo, make sure y'all hit the smash button. Because look, I'm glad that you brought that up because you know what's funny? Like we tend to see a lot of girls. It'd be like one good girl, right? And she got all her friends will be around the way girls out here wilding. You know what I'm saying? Out here for the streets of New York. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Like straight charcoal and pavement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then there'll be one girl who'll be like, oh, I don't be doing what they be doing, or I don't get down like that. So now that you mentioned that, now that you sat here and mentioned, I'm saying that you see, now that you sat here and mentioned that you watch the friends that people keep around them, it's like, why is it that girls could get away? Because I feel like this what happens. I feel like girls get away with saying I don't do that. I don't get down like that. Just because a girl hang out with mad hoes, just because a girl wear scantily clothes, just because a girl, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just I feel like women be getting away with shit. Women be getting away with her whole friends, all her friends around the way girls be getting crazy. They go to parties together, get crazy, and she want to be like, I just be there babysitting, or I be just there watching, or I just be there making sure they don't get too crazy, like you the pimp or something. You know what I'm saying? So I hear a lot of this. We hear a lot of this, right? But then it's like with guys, right? It's like when the guys say like, oh, if you hanging out with cheaters, you cheating too. If you hanging out with come on, you know how it is, bro.
No, you
No,
know,
no, no. But going
listen,
back,
you may hang around, a whole bunch of shooters, and you ain't no shooter. You know what I'm saying? So it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely, like I understand what you're saying, right? And I feel like a lot of times things are over, like like oh, and I'm a saint, and I've never done nothing, and my legs is closed, and I pray to God every night. Yeah, definitely, yes, there is a little over dramatization of the situation
that's
because birds of a feather do flock together, right?
what
Um,
I'm saying.
and
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
just saying.
based on my experiences, you know what I'm saying? Like I've definitely been in groups or watched girl groups or watched groups in general. And there's everybody fits different roles. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fits certain roles. I have a friend who whenever we go out, she's always the designated driver. One, she doesn't like to drink like that and she has a kid. You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't even like to go home super late because she has a young daughter. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we go out, she might have one drink when we first step into the spot, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? She don't get super drunk. And have another friend who get super drunk. We gotta carry her up the
And get
stairs.
nasty and all that, right?
Yeah, might have a friend who's really who loves dancing. You know what I'm saying? So every time we go out, she dances. Everybody fits different roles. You know what I'm saying, in these different groups. So birds of a feather do flock together. Y'all do have the same interests, and y'all probably have done all the same things. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we all perform or we all carry ourselves in the same way. Vice versa, you know what I'm saying, with men. You know what I'm saying? You may hang around a whole bunch of crazy dudes who like to fight, who like to get it popping, all that. But you may be the logical one that you get it popping too. Don't get it like you ain't no punk, you know what I'm saying? But you're not the first person to throw the first punch. You usually the person, even with me and my friend group, you know what I'm saying? I was around girls who got crazy. I was never the fighter though. I was never the one to throw the first punch. If it got down to it, I would definitely, put in work when it's time. But
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm not no gangster. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I'm not gonna let nobody violate my friends. But at the same time, I was always the rational one. I was always the logical one to be like, yo, is it really worth it? Yo, we right here. The precinct around the corner. Is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? There's been situations where I felt violated, where I had to step outside of my emotions and assess the safety of my environment and be like, yo, like I don't feel like going to bookings. I don't feel like
Somebody say you capping, but
I'm 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 all that. I'm a capper. I'm a liar. I'm not gangster. Whatever. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
but look,
I
look
like
in
to
the
put up on the internet and prove nobody to nothing.
in Islam, right? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, man is upon the religion of his friend. So be careful who your friends are.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like man is upon the religion of his friend. So be careful who your friends are. So I feel like a lot of times I get it. Like I don't be hanging around certain dudes all the time. Like I don't be hanging around. Like I might come around them once in a while, but like you're not gonna catch me continuously hanging out with people who be trapping, who be getting into shootouts, who be doing certain shit. Even back in the day when I was in the street, one of my mans, he got into a shootout for like a week straight. And I was just like, yo, bro, you hot. Mind you, I was running around too. You know what I'm saying? I was running around too, doing my little thing. You know what I'm saying? But he was just too hot. Mind you, we in the same gang and all that. But I was just like, yo, bro, you just too caliente right now, bro. Like you just a week straight, bro. That shit was crazy. And like, know what I'm saying? So I was like, even though I was in the street, I was still kind of like, bro, I'm not even trying to walk outside with you right now because you're so hot. You feel me? And that was back then. So like now, more so, like I'm not just constantly hanging around certain people who are doing certain things, right? I might come through, say what up, holla at them, but it's like
Right.
if you just a dirtbag, like you just show mad dirtbag behavior, I'm not gonna continuously be around you. So that's why, like, when some of these girls be doing that, it throws me off. Like I kind of be like, so you know what I'm saying? It's like, so you really not out here. It's like you hanging out with a bunch of girls that sell kitty, and you just like, I don't sell kitty. Like it's like you really ain't selling kitty out here.
Right.
Look, if you are, that's on you. If it says buffering, oh, honestly, associating goes a long way. Yeah, associating goes a long way. So you know what I'm saying? It's like they say, like you want to get rich, hang out with people that's rich. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, that got money. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You hanging out with broke people, they ain't gonna bring you to opportunities. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So
Thank
so
you, the princess. And as far as Lady London goes, yeah, I'm actually familiar with her. I like her. I like her a lot. She's dope. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like people ghost people for different reasons or whatnot. Um, and yeah, I definitely agree with you. Who you associate with is a reflection of who you are. Um, so yeah.
somebody said a woman might ghost a guy when sex is brought up because they may have a STD or private
Yo,
insecurity.
let me interject on that because that's
Damn,
yeah,
damn,
yeah,
damn.
yeah. Let me interject on that. No, that's not true. Okay, I do what you. Women will definitely ghost a guy when sex is brought up, right? But it's not because they're insecure, and it's not because they have an STD. Because, bro, who are you? That's why. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you
That's
depend
a fact because they'll just give it to you.
dependent? That's very true. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to always talk about sex. That's another thing. You have no substance.
I'm talking about they'll just give you the STD. They don't care.
I don't know about nothing. But anyways, yeah, like you're not the type of, you have no substance. Anybody could have a conversation about sex. You know what I'm saying? If that's all that you want to talk about all day, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in your penis, bro. And it's sometimes like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like if we've already engaged in those activities and we've already been sexual with one another, you could say certain things to me. You know what I'm saying? Because we're familiar with each other in that type of way. But if you coming straight out the gate and you're discussing that with me, to me that's very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And I it has nothing to do with somebody being insecure. It has nothing to do with the STD. It just means that I don't want to um deal with you. You know what I'm saying? That's gross. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to me like that. That's
I ain't
disrespectful.
gonna lie, I ghost women like that too. They just be too sexual. Like they just be like, they be talking some nasty, crazy, freaky stuff off the gate. I'd be like, yeah, they got something. I was like, yo, you be talking too crazy. Like, cause I feel like women are a little more reserved. I mean, don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like guys get away and usually they are more vulgar and they are more like open and talking a little crazy. Um, and then like there's some women that like just off the gate. Like I remember back in the days before I went to prison, like it was this girl one time, she pulled up to the crib, like she pulled up to the crib and she was just like too on it. Like she was just like, I came outside. I came from outside and I was about to get in the shower. My man's had brought her through. Half the time I ain't even used to know these girls. These dudes used to just be bringing these random stragglers to my crib. I'm sitting here like,
You the innocent friend, right?
yo, I'm the innocent
You
friend,
the
man. You
innocent
know, they was
friend, right?
bringing,
You don't know nothing, right?
yeah, they was bringing these alley cats. You know what I'm saying? They was finding you know, little cats just following them home and shit. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Animal shelter. Proceed.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? I was in the crib. You know what I'm saying? They can't say I was out there picking up cats. You know what I'm saying? Stray cats and shit and bringing them home.
Right.
I was home.
Collecting
I
them.
was huh?
You just collecting them.
I was home and I might have had some tuna. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't outside. I wasn't bringing them. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Dudes used to just be bringing these random chicks to my crib, right? Like so so one time they brought this joint and I'm like, I'm trying to go get in the shower. I'm trying to go get in the shower and they're like, she like, oh, you about to get in the shower right now? And I was like, yeah, like, but I'm just like looking at her like, and she like, oh, I'm getting in the shower with you. Like mad gangster with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn vibes, you know, she was giving Brooklyn vibes. She
She
was
was
like, I'm getting in the shower with you. Like, you
she was
know what
from
I'm
the
saying?
Bronx.
With the Timbs on and shit, you heard? With the Timbs on and a little ponytail to the side with mad gel. Like, I'm getting in the shower with you. Like, and I was just like, yo,
Come on, like, what's
I,
up?
I was like, yo, chill. I was like, yo, chill. I was like, yo, I ain't even getting in the shower after that. Like, I was just like, yo, she on it. Let me say she owned it. She was on it. Alley cat, straight cat. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. She was on it a little too hard. Like, I was just like, nah. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even getting in the shower no more. My man said them like, you scared, bro? My man said them was like, you scared? Like, I'm like, bro, like, y'all wilding. Like, and this is the thing, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, when I was younger, I might have, you know, I might have messed around and you know what I'm saying, like, you know, messed up. We all mess up, you know what I'm saying? We all have those moments, you know what I'm saying? We all get the little Wendy Williamses of the world, you know what I'm saying? The Whoopi Gold, nah, maybe not no Whoopi Goldberg, but you know what I'm saying? We all, you know, we mess up, you know what I'm saying? We young, you know what I mean? And sometimes a lot of my friends drag me into shit that I shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No,
Accountability.
what?
Accountability. We've discussed this before. Accountability.
Yo, yeah, but
Only
sometimes your mans be dragging you into some stuff, man, that you had no business doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They do. It's the truth. Sometimes, come on. Sometimes your mans drag you into a situation you're not supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying? That happened to me a few times. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm
right.
saying? You learn. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? You
15 times.
learn.
Nah, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm playing with you. Go ahead.
Nah, but you learn from it. Damn, I forgot my point, man. But the point was that sometimes girls be overly too aggressive and
Right.
they be on some
Everything is about,
mm,
you know.
yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might go somewhere. Like I've been in a situation where you go to the club. Like it's funny because I was talking to some girl one time, and it's not because I wanted to talk to her. It's because my man's trying to holler at some. I'm the wingman. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta fill in. And sometimes it starts out like I remember. You know, it's funny because I met this Muslim woman at a
Somebody
club.
asked, really your man's though?
Huh?
If your man always dragging you into a bad situation, is that really your man's?
Now, when I say bad situation, I mean it like a situation that doesn't really fully benefit you, but you know, it's not that it's not like all right, some y'all go y'all went
Nick,
kill
Nick,
somebody.
you
It's
just I'm gonna have to pull your little card because we just had this conversation about women, right? And about how women oftentimes, they'll hang around certain type of girls.
yeah, so, yeah. Somebody just put that. Is that really your man's? But what I'm trying to say is like this. When I say bad situation, it's like I might go to the club. I'm not looking for nobody. I'm not
Right,
looking to talk to nobody. I'm
right.
not doing that, right? So one day we went to this little spot. Funny thing is, the woman I ended up meeting, she was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Like, which was it was funny, but like the way we started interacting, it was my man was trying to holler at her friend. You know what I'm saying? She kept worrying about her. She was like, "Oh, I gotta go be with my friend." You know what I'm saying? Because dudes be thirsty, they be wilding. So she
Yeah.
said, "Yo, I'm just trying to make sure my friend good." Like, you know what I'm saying? So my man was trying to talk to her. So what I did was I pre the whole situation, right? So I'm standing there waiting for my man to talk to her. But she keep talking about her friend, her friend, her friend. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go over there, go talk to her friend. So you know what I'm saying? So I went over there. I was talking to her friend. My man's like, look, your friend good. She talking to my man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now he could get a little play. But as I'm talking to Shorty, like we really was, we had like a little decent conversation. And now boom, like we exchange information. And she happened to be Muslim too. Feel me? So it wasn't a club, it was like a cookout. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up exchanging information and you know, we ended up having a conversation, like getting to know each other and stuff like that. But it wasn't like on some I went there like I was looking, like you know what I'm
And
saying. And that's what I mean by like sometimes your man's put you in a situation. And when I was saying bad situation, it's like back in the day, you know what I'm saying, with the alley cats. You know what I'm saying. You can't just be bringing the alley cats in the house, like you know what I'm saying. You're not giving them their shots. You know what I'm saying. You're not taking them to the vet. Like you just bring alley cats to the crib, like you know what I'm saying. So that's kind of what I was saying. Bad situation, like you know what I'm saying. A bad kill, you know what I'm saying. They bring a bad kill to the crib, and you know what I'm saying. Now they looking at you like, yo, you took Wendy there, and it's like, yo, bro, it wasn't even like that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like, nah, but that's what I meant like bad situations though. Where because I haven't been in no bad situations since I've been home. I've been in one situation that could have got bad, but I'm saying I learned my lesson.
right.
Somebody say you can't be everybody wingman. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like every time you're the wingman, they always hook you up with the nasties. You heard? You always gotta take one for the team. Go talk to the big John, or go talk to the ugly friend that nobody want to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, we dragging this. It's 47
Word.
minutes. You know what I'm saying? But we appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, and stay tuned. We'll be back next Sunday, God willing, with another episode. I don't know exactly which one we're gonna talk about, but we got a whole Google Doc about like stuff that we're gonna bring to y'all. And if y'all got suggestions, y'all can also put them in the box and we could have those conversations too. But y'all make sure y'all stay blessed out there. Peace.
Peace.